5 upon 6 under square root minus 2 upon 15 under square root whole square. We have to solve it. Let's try. So if we consider 5 upon 6 under square root as a and 2 upon 15 under square root as b, then this is in the form of a minus b whole square, and this algebraic expression we can expand it as a square minus 2ab plus b square. So let's expand it. 5 upon 6 under square root square minus 2 times 5 upon 6 under square root times 2 upon 15 under square root plus b square is 2 upon 15 under square root square. Now we can remove the square root with the square. So this is 5 upon 6 minus, this we can write it as 2 times 5 times 2 upon 6 times 15 under square root, because when a under square root times b under square root, this we can write it as a times b under square root, then plus, again remove the square root with the square, so it is 2 upon 15, 5 upon 6 minus 2, this is 5 times 2 is 10, 15 times 6 is 90, cancel 0 and 0, plus 2 upon 15 or 5 upon 6 minus 2, we can write it as square root of 1 upon square root of 9 plus 2 upon 15 is equal to 5 upon 6 minus square root of 1 is 1, so it is 2 upon square root of 9 is 3 plus 2 upon 15. Now we have simple addition and subtraction of fraction. For this, we will find LCD of the denominator 6, 3 and 15. For this, you can do the listing method or we can use the division method where we divide at least two of these numbers by the same number. Now here 6, 3 and 15 all are divisible by 3. 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 1 is 3 and 3 times 5 is 15. Now 2, 5 and 3 all are prime numbers. So LCD will be 3 times 2 times 5. So LCD is 30. Write 30 here. 30 divided by 6 is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Minus 30 divided by 3. 10 times 2 is 20. Plus 30 divided by 15 is 2 and 2 times 2 is 4. 25 minus 20 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9 upon 30. We divide both the numerator and denominator by 3. So this is 3 upon 10. This is our answer. There is one more method that we can use to simplify this, where we can rationalize the denominator without going for this exponent. To rationalize 5 upon 6 under square root, we can also write it as square root of 5 upon square root of 6. Now square root of 6 in the denominator means we can rationalize it by multiplying and dividing it by square root of 6 minus, this is square root of 2 upon square root of 15. Again rationalize it by multiplying and dividing it by square root of 15. Then whole square. 6 times 5 under square root will be square root of 30 upon 6, square root of 6 square minus square root of 30 upon square root of 15 square whole square, or this is square root of 30 upon 6 minus square root of 30 upon 15, because we remove the square root with the square, then whole square. Now LCD of 15 and 6 is 30. So this is 5 times square root of 30 minus 2 times square root of 30 whole square, or we can take square root of 30 here common and write 5 minus 2 upon 30 whole square, or 5 minus 2 is 3. So 3 times square root of 30 upon 30 square, or this is 3 times square root of 30 square upon 30 square. So this is 3 square, and then you remove the square root with the square. So times 30 upon 30 times 30. So 30 and 30 gets cancelled. So 9 upon 30 or 3 upon 10 or 0.3. Or we can use a third method where we equalize the denominators. Here we have, let's write it as square root of 5 upon square root of 6, because a upon b under square root, we can write it as square root of a upon square root of b minus square root of 2 upon square root of 15 whole square. Now 6 and 15, we have to find least common multiple. Least common multiple of 6 and 15 is 30. We just calculated in the previous method. So we have to make the denominator 30 in each, or we can write square root of 30 in each. So if we multiply square root of 5 upon square root of 6 by square root of 5 upon square root of 5, the fraction won't change. And this square root of 2 upon square root of 15, if we multiply it by square root of 2 and divide it by square root of 2, again the fraction won't change. So this will be square root of 5 square upon square root of 30 minus square root of 2 square upon square root of 30 whole square. Remove the square root with the square, so it is 5 upon square root of 30 minus 2 upon square root of 30 whole square. Now you can subtract the fraction as they have the same denominator, so it will be square root of 30 in the denominator, and in the numerator 5 minus 2 whole square. So this is 3 upon square root of 30 whole square, or 3 square upon square root of 30 square. So this is square. So 3 square is 3 times 3. 30 square is 30. Remove the square root with the square. 3 times 10 is 30. So this is equal to 3 upon 10 or 0.3. So which method did you like more? Let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching.